Let's talk about the first Arduino program. The learning objectives of this session includes how to write an Arduino program, compile and upload the program, blink an LED. Before discussing the first one, let us open the Arduino IDE. So to write the first program, let us open the Arduino IDE. This is the Arduino IDE editor. In this editor, we can see various menus in the menu bar like File, Edit, Sketch, Tools, Help, etc. We need to write the programs here. This program, whatever we are writing in the Arduino IDE, are called as sketches. By default, it creates the name as sketch underscore the date, whatever the day you are typing the program. If you want to change the name of the file, just click on the file option, click on the save button, click on the save button, and you can give your own file name like glow LED, and click on the save button. Likewise, you can give your own file names for the programs whatever you are writing in the Arduino IDE. So the basic structure of the Arduino programming consisting of two required functions. One is the void setup function and other one is void loop function. Setup function is used for the initialization and the loop function is used for the execution. Let us discuss in detail about the setup function. The setup function is called once when your program starts. The setup function should follow the declaration of any variables at the very beginning of the program. It is used to initialize pin mode or begin serial, etc. It must be included in a program even if there are no statements to run. So the first of all, you need to give void setup function, open the bracket, and you can write the built-in functions whatever there in the Arduino IDE. Coming to the loop function allows the code to be executed continuously, that is reading inputs, triggering outputs, etc. And even it allows the program to change, respond and control the Arduino board. And even this loop function is the core of all the Arduino programs, and it is going to do the bulk of work. So open your void loop function. In this you can use the built-in functions whatever you have in the Arduino IDE, and then you can close the void loop function. Now let us discuss some functions whatever we have in the Arduino IDE, whatever we can write in the Arduino IDE. The first function we have is pin mode. The pin mode is used to set whether the pin is acting as an input pin or whether the pin is acting as an output pin. Like we have different pins, we have a digital pins, we have an analog pins. You can use any of the pin here by using the pin mode function. So the pin mode function has two parameters, one is the pin number and the other one is mode. Pin number can be any pin number, it can be an analog pin number or it can be a digital pin number, and the mode is of input or output. It can be of two types. It can be of input or it can be of output. So this, whenever you are writing this particular syntax pin mode, write M as capital letter and this mode should be in capital letter. The syntax says pin mode, pin number, comma mode. Mode can be of two types. It can be of input or it can be of output. If you are declaring that pin as input, write the mode as input in capital. If you are declaring that pin number as output, write mode as output in capital letters. So the syntax says pin mode, pin number, comma mode. Mode can be of input or it can be of output, where you have to write this mode in capital letters. And here you have to write M as capital letters. So in the Arduino IDE, whatever the syntaxes you use, it is a case sensitive. So you have to use M as capital here. And in the mode parameter, this mode should be of capital. It can be of input or it can be output. It should be in capital letters. And coming to the next syntax we have is digital write. Digital write is mainly used to write something onto the digital pin, where this digital write has two parameters, again pin number, comma value. Again when you are writing a pin number, it can be an analog pin number or it can be a digital pin number. And coming to the value is of two types. It can be high or low. Whenever you are writing the value as high, it means the particular pin number becomes active and it is doing something on that particular number. For example, you have an LED connection for the 13th pin in the Arduino board. So when I am writing pin number as 13 and then when I write the value as high, it means the particular pin number becomes active and the LED starts glowing. When you write this value as low here, what happens is the pin number doesn't become active, means it will be in an inactive state and that particular LED doesn't glow. So when you are writing digital write, you need to write two parameters, that is pin number comma value. It means we are writing something on the digital pin. It can be high or it can be a low. And whatever the pin numbers you are writing here in the pin mode as well as in your digital write, this pin number can be specified as either a variable or a constant. So the syntax is digital write W in capital, open the bracket, write the pin number and write the value as high or low. Coming to the delay, it passes a program for the amount of time as specified in milliseconds, where 1 second equal to 1000 milliseconds. So you can write delay and write the parameter as 1000. So it is going to wait for 1 second. So these are the three syntaxes which are needed for the first task, that is task 1. This is a sample program to glow the LED. So to write a program, you have to open your Arduino IDE. After opening your Arduino IDE, you need to write a program here. So the basic structure of the programming consisting of two functions, void setup function and the void loop function. Now in the setup function, I want to glow the LED. I already said that in the Arduino board you have an LED connection for the 13th pin. So I am writing pin mode and I need to write the pin number. The pin number I am writing it as 13th pin. I want to get the output on that particular LED. So I am writing the mode as output. So here, why we need to keep the mode as output here? Because the 13th pin is internally connected to the LED. So it will glow when the voltage is high and it will not glow when the voltage is low. So we have to configure the mode as output to serve the voltage to LED. And next we need to write a code in the void loop function. So to write a code here, I am writing a function called digital write. Again it has two parameters, pin number comma value. So I am writing the pin number as 13, I am writing it as value as high. When I write value as high, this LED becomes active and it starts glowing. So after writing a program, you need to press the compile button, the verify button here. This is called as a compile or verify button. When you compile your program, this will compile your program into binary format, which is understandable by the microcontroller. And then if there are any errors in the program, it is going to show in the bottom of the window. If there are no errors, directly you can, it is going to display it as done compiling. Then you need to click on the upload button. This is an upload button. Once you click on the upload button, then the program is going to get uploaded into the microcontroller. So when you do that, you have a TX and RX pins in the middle of your Arduino board. So you can, it indicates that the transmission and reception is happening between the two devices. And once you upload this particular program, you can see the LED glowing. Okay, this is your verify button, this is your upload button. Once you do that, once you compile, once you upload and everything, you can see that TX and RX pins blink, which is there in the middle of your Arduino board, where the transmission and reception is happening between the two devices. And then you can see this 13th LED glowing. Okay, but if you don't feel it as clear here, you can take an LED, you can take a breadboard, you can take a jumping wires, and even you can connect that LED to the Arduino board with the help of this jumping wires. So this is the output of glowing the LED. Now let us see a small program to blink the LED also. Blink the LED in the sense, I want to blink the LED by using some time interval, that is of 1 second, by using a delay function. So to do that, we'll do a small changes in the program. Everything will be same. The thing here is I'll be using a delay function. So if you see this program, what we have written, I have taken void setup function, used pin mode to check whether, just to say whether this pin is acting as an output pin. I have written void loop, I have written a digital write, but I'm using a delay function. We already know that delay is a built-in function which passes the program for a certain amount of time. So here I have written 1 second write. It is going to glow the LED for 1 second, and afterwards again it is making our LED for 1 second. Means going on blink the LED for a certain amount of time. That time we have taken it as 1 second. So if you see here, the pin number is 13 is connected to the LED. So it will be active for 1 second here. Once you upload this program onto the controller, you can see the output as the pin number 13 connected to the LED. Whenever you are declaring it as high state, it will blink for 1 second and it will off for 1 second. It will blink for 1 second and it will off for 1 second. This process goes on repeating as you have written the statements in loop. This will glow for 1 second and gets off for 1 second, glows for 1 second and off for 1 second. So this process repeats because we are writing all the statements in the loop. Now let us do a small program in the Tinkercad. I'll show you the execution in the Tinkercad. You open your browser and type it as Tinkercad. and click on circuits and just click on create new circuit. Just I want to show you your simulation here. Just click on the Arduino board and drag and drop the Arduino board here. I dropped my Arduino board and then I'm taking one LED here. I dropped my LED. Now if I see my LED, the LED is going to have two legs. One leg is called as an anode and the other leg is called as a cathode. So cathode is connected to the ground and the anode can be connected to any other pin. I am connecting to the 9th pin. Now I want to blink this LED. Blinking in the sense I want to blink the LED for 1 second and off for 1 second. To do this, again I click on code, go to output. Now what I am doing here is, you need to select here. I am taking set pin number. So first of all I will remove everything and I will write a new one. So I have taken the 10th pin here. So I am taking it as this one. You are drag and drop here and I am taking pin number 10. I am setting it to high. I am writing pin mode or digital write, anything. The pin number is 10 and I want to make it as high, means I want to glow it. But for how much time I want to glow it? For 1 second. So for this wait, you have to drag and drop this wait function where it is acting like a delay. So I am writing it as 1 second equal to 1000 milliseconds. So I am writing it as 1000 milliseconds. Again I go with the output. Again I take the same pin number to make it low also. So I take the 10th pin and I am writing the value as low. Again I go with your wait function. I am writing the wait function and I write here time it as 1000. So what does it happen here? I am glowing this 10th LED for 1 second and I am offing the 10th LED for 1 second. This process has to repeat because I am writing all the statements in the loop part. So what you have to do is, now you go with your start simulation. You just drag this one. You can see the output. One second. Okay, now what I do is I click on start simulation. Oh, I have taken 10th pin, please change it to 9. You get the output. Now you click on start simulation. So you can see the LED glowing, blinking for 1 second